Alright, so I bought some stuff from the nerd store, and yeah, I don't have daddy distractions today, so this might be really bright here. Pardon me. Let's see what I can do here. I don't know if that's any better. That looks washed. There we go. Anyways, that's what I did. All these are gone. And these. Next. On to here. So it's these four here, and where are they? Right there, there's two more ceramic in there. Here's what I did with my filter caps. I don't know. I like it. I like it. I couldn't get the values I needed, so I had to double up everything. I couldn't get a 40 because there's no such thing as 40. She didn't have a 47. So I went to 44. I didn't want to go to 47 actually, sorry. Because I have some 47s in here. But, yeah. So I went 44 on the 40s, so 222s. And it was a 70 for the other one. And I went 68. Or sorry, 66. Because she didn't have a 68. So I went 66, 233s. I used the old clamp. Excuse my hiccups. I used the old clamp to just hold them there. They look happy enough to me. I don't know. The record player worked. Oh, sorry. I had to replace this one here too. It was a 50. I have them somewhere here. Where are they? What do we got here? A Hunt. $50 microfarad. There you go. Sorry guys. I suck at this. Anyway, I think you saw it for a second. 50. And here's the other one. That's it. Yeah, so what are these? I didn't look at these. These are Aerovox. I don't know if anybody's interested. Made in Canada. I don't have a cap tester, so I could test them to see if they're resistors, but I don't really care. Yeah, so that's my stuff. I'm just going to replace these guys now and plug it back in. Last night, me and the little guy listened to Shine On You Crazy Diamond to fall asleep to. It was working. One of the speakers is got some vibration. There's no tears in the speaker, so it's vibrating around the cone, I guess, and I have no idea how to fix that. But I am gonna figure that out eventually, one way or the other. I did touch up a couple of connections in here that were, you know, I'm not sure, they kind of, I don't know if we'll be able to see that here, but they kind of hang down in there. The solder all leaks down, so I just kind of did what I could there without removing that strip, because everything in there it just works. So the 12AX7 that was in there doesn't work, but the other 3 tubes seem to work. It plays great. It was loud as hell. Cleaned up the stylus, cleaned up the records. Everything works, man. So I shall give you guys a listen and a little peek after I put it back together, I guess. I'll show you how it goes back in the chassis, or the box, whatever you want to call it, I guess. So I will see you in a bit.
There you go, check it out.
Hey there, sorry, I just had to show you this beautiful cover. I don't know, I think it's beautiful anyway. To cover up the tones. Just kind of sits on there perfect and holds itself on, but it's got these little clips for the screws that hold it onto the body. So, yeah, anyway, it's got a cool connector there.
So there are only 3 independent structures.
I've only seen a few of those in my day. I was born in 1983, so
By installing a switch in that
yeah.
external connection between
Anyway,
the strain grid and
back to the soldering gun.
so you can switch it. Close.
Alright, so here it is.
I don't think these come with the but my number 2 back there still has them in. I just got them, and they sound good, man. I'll probably play it tonight. You know, I'm not anti-active pickup things, but these are the best that I've ever.
Got them all in there.
Is there anything else you've done to it?
Double check to make sure I didn't
Everything else is stock so far as I know. And what about
bend anything in a stupid spot. I think it's all
Joy is the company that makes these. And,
I think it's all pretty happy.
And what are you tuned to? With the baritone longer scale, what are
So,
you actually into and why? So me and Brett now use 2
up comes the chassis. Or, I don't even know what to call it. It's a fucking suitcase is what it is. Anyway, let's pack the fucking suitcase. Alright, that's it. I packed my shit. No, anyway, this is the suitcase. I don't know what else to call it. It's not the chassis. I don't know. I could Google it, I guess. I just don't. I'm not that worried about it, man. Anyway, it's pretty neat, I think. It's pretty darn neat. It's got, oh, my tweeter. LHS, I don't know if you can see that, but anyway, LHS. It's on there in a couple spots. It's got some feet. The back. Gently, don't twerk my tweeter again. Yeah. It's got some spots for air and such. I don't like how the tubes sit in there. You'll see when I put them in. I didn't put it in yet. Anyway, speaker jack. I find it a little bit frustrating. I don't know, maybe the way that the output transformers are wired up, that it wouldn't blow one if this wasn't plugged in. It does have a balance knob as well. I just don't know how that works electrically, I guess, with tubes. and or output transformers anyways. Anyhow, I probably say anyhow often. It also has some feet on this side. And I don't know if this is stock or not yet. I haven't researched this. It actually, yeah, I thought maybe somebody just did that for the power cord, but it fits perfectly. And anyway, so it's got feet to stand up like that while you're waiting for a train with a bunch of vinyls under your arm, or in your pack sack, I guess. Pack sack. I always say that and get ridiculed because it's like it's a pack and a sack, when I really mean is the one that goes on your back. It's got a cool double clicky thing for the latch. See, I'm gonna go Electrohome. Fucking pack my shit and I'm going Electrohome. Gonna meet Tesla. I haven't wiped it down yet. I don't know. It's not too grimy. It was dusty. You can all berate me on my lack of museum-like curatory preparatory abilities. I oiled up a couple things under the record player. Didn't wipe it down well enough, I guess. I mean, I don't think that's a lot of oil. I was using some 3-in-1, and I put a couple little drops here and there. But that's where it happened to fall. It's a bit of a bummer. I can't see what I'm doing here, so let's just pretend. I'll even do this like this. That might help things. And then I can see what that looks like. That tweeter goes over there. I have to get the tone controls in first because it just goes in that way. There's the heat shield right there for the tubes. I don't know. I'll probably sort out how I can put it in else how. Did you guys see that light? Or was it just me? Yeah, somebody put some screen in there. Maybe to keep out the squirrels and stuff. I didn't find any mouse raisins or other raisins. Didn't look like there was anything nesting in here, but it smelled like old man's cabin. Kind of smelled like the electronics store, the nerd store. The nerd store smelled very similar actually when I walked in today. I don't know. Anyway, here, how about this? I guess I can manage something. Don't judge my toolbox. I told you. Leave it alone. You know how much that cost me? It cost me stress every fucking time I look for a tool in it is what it cost me. So yeah, I'll berate it. I'll use non-gendered derogatory terms to acknowledge its lack of ergonomic function. But I'm allowed to. Leave your comments and tell me what you think about it, I guess. Even though you're probably just gonna. Yeah. Okay. I'm holding this up like Atlas Man. rip any paper. I don't know whose grandfather or grandmother or whomever built this in Kitchener in 1960 something. Pretty sure it says 61 on the I see 61 on the here. Like I said, I haven't Googled this thing yet. There you go. I didn't rip this with the vacuum cleaner today. I don't know what happened. Yeah. Anywho, that's what I'm doing. Shadow here maybe, be a little frustrating. What we have is more shadows that might be moderately frustrating. Tube layout. You can read them, I can't see through the phone. Speaker connections. Also, I haven't Googled why there's a cap on the speaker. Obviously it's to, I'm going to suggest, obviously, it's to cut the frequencies going to the speaker. Low passish like, as it, I think it would be. Cap, and then the speaker acts like a resistor, so I'm pretty sure that's a low pass thing. Or, sorry, a high pass thing. When I say low pass, I meant low cut. Some other nerd stuff for you guys. Also, when writing for service information and or parts, please quote the model and serial number as found on the license label. Always order the parts by part number. Part numbers are positive identification, which ensures fast service and avoids unnecessary delays. So, when you guys order parts for me, especially these replacement styluses, might as well just get me a cartridge too. I think something's wrong with the changer. It just keeps returning. So if you guys can just like help a single dad out. We listened to Pink Floyd last night while we were going to sleep. I suckered him into not letting me read a story for one night while my eyes were crossed of overtiredness from skating and skates pinching my feet like a death monster. Alright. I think that was enough of that. Anyway, that's how it sits in. This is how it sits in, and it goes in the holes just like this, in case you didn't know where protruding objects go. They normally go into a corresponding hole of some sort. Speaking of that, it reminds me of a thing my physics teacher told me in grade 11, and he said if it takes 3 guys 1 hour to dig a hole, how long does it take 6 guys to dig half a hole? I'll just let you sit on that. Okay. Probably almost out of battery storage. I'm almost out of battery storage. It's a serious issue. Probably can't hit warp drive without battery storage. The RMS value of that just might peak. So I don't know. So quick interlude. Where are we? That nut there to hold the chassis. Wow. Wow. Like for real. Interlude number 2. Like about 85 seconds after interlude number 1. got nothing to do with the speaker. I just got it connected, so gotta just congratulate myself for that, I guess, because guess what? I didn't put the tubes in, man. And the tubes go in. Where's my finger and stuff? There we are. The tubes go in here, like where my finger's trying to go. That's the T spot. I don't want to finger the T spot. I want my T's in my T spot. So it's a nightmare to put them in like that. And guess what? Where are you? Say hello to my little friend. Yes, yes. Hey, bonjour, tabarnak. Hey, 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 hey. Anyway, I think you all know what I'm about to do. So, let's put the tubes in the smart way and put that nut back on again. Bye and stuff. It seems like a beautiful little piece of work anyway. And I'm happy to have found it for $20. You know, I bought the capacitors from my local electronics store, so I spent $40 on capacitors, but what are you going to do when you're impatient? Anyway, they're nice to me. The nerd store. I shouldn't say little anyway. It's a lady that runs the desk there, and she knows twice as much as I do about this shit. She corrects me all the time. So I'm still learning, so it's an awesome place for me to go. Get what I need. And, yeah. They don't charge me a minimum. I can just buy one cap if I want. Doesn't matter. Yeah, anyway, the suspension seems to work. It's better than the old Dodge I had. I used to have a 91 Ram. That thing was just... They might as well just welded the fucking thing right to the frame, man. It was epic. Alright, valve nerds. I'm at this stage. Four glowing beauties. I hope we can hear this. I'm sure you can, because it's almost as loud as me talking. You know, when I took it apart, re-greased everything, actually cleaned the little bearing that you can pack in there. It's got 5 bearings in it, so I cleaned it all out, put some grease back in it, some synthetic white stuff, and Teflon stuff, and just enough. I'm not a bonehead when it comes to things like that. Spin it, and it's just pretty much silent. But I plug it in, and I get that. And I'll try and replicate it actually. There, done. And I can't for the life of me figure out what part is rotating. So maybe if there's a phonograph nerd out there, is that the right term? Anyway, the record player nerd out there that can maybe give me a hint. I'm gonna do some searching myself. It's a like I said before. Let me see. Try and get a little less white on there. Uh oh. Phone's out of storage again. Son of a backwick. All done? that sounds great. Yeah, that one sounds like shit. That's full blast. She's pretty loud. I might just try and make a guitar jack to plug into where the phono plugs in. Just turn it into a mono. Sounds pretty good on that one speaker. Sounds friggin' awesome. It's just the same stylus that was in it when the guy dropped it off, man. I'd say that's a restore. that blown speaker, obviously. I think I got a couple 8-ohm speakers kicking around. I'll just wire up and see how that goes, for one of them at least. I'll show you how she goes together, I guess. I just wanted to mention that this whole thing was put together with my favorite kind of screws, a Robertson, and not just particularly because they're Canadian, just because I think it's better, man. Sorry to all the Phillips head lovers out there, but they just I don't get it. Really suck at recording what I'm doing. That bottom speaker's louder too. I wonder if it's just the capacitor in that thing. It's got that 5 micro cap. I think I got a couple 4.7s. I just might try that. Okay, my phone's dying, so I'm just gonna check that cap. I'll report back. Anyway, from a guy that went knowing nothing about tube amps, buying my first tube amp last year, the Fender Pro Junior 3 in that green box. Speaker caps down there. Yeah. To completely modifying this thing to a hilarious degree, which I will do a video about for you gentlemen, and getting this thing going, 1950 RCA Victor 5-tube AM shortwave, and now this beautiful purchase. It's ridiculous. It just sounds epic. If anybody's got some sources for a quality stylus that's not going to destroy my vintage albums, don't hesitate to get a hold of me however you want to. Comments will work. I have, I think, 1 subscriber, so if you comment, I'm gonna read it, man. So yeah, so that's that. Welcome to the machine. Yeah, I don't know the music, so there. Flag me, tag me, bag me. Welcome to the machine. What do I have to do?
Subscribe in the link.
I can't hear you because the camera needs to see you to be able to hear you.
Subscribe in the link.
Okay, thanks.